it's Brandi. I am back with another video. This video will be a little bit different than some of my other videos because I'm going to, I'm part of a collab here on YouTube. We will be doing a Dollar Tree challenge collab thing. We had, or a dollar spot, you had $15 and you had to create a full piece of art with supplies only found at the Dollar Tree, but you could add like your basic materials, so like your scoreboard and all of like my bone folder and all that stuff, like tools like that didn't count and stuff like that. So this is what I found at the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to try my best to create something with all of these. I found this really cute box. I liked it because it's magnetic and it's cute and little, and I'm going to attempt to alter it. Things I got to alter it with are this Crayola project paint. It's just a white. I figured I could use it as my like base gesso kind of thing. Found some white satin ribbon, some Mod Podge. I also found some just paper glue. I was wondering how that'll hold up and how it, like, if I can make a mini album out of it, because I'm going to try to make a mini album to fit inside of the little box. Some pink 3D paint. I figure I might attempt to mix the two, see how that turns out, or mix 3D paint with anything else. Not really sure how that'll work out. I bought this because I really liked this rhinestoney embellishment. And then I got this pack of cards because they don't sell pattern paper at the dollar store. And I liked it because not only does it have a bunch of cards that I could use these pretty pattern from, like, which I really liked the color and stuff because it had this like fun spring type color, but it also came with the envelopes, which I was like, ooh, I can do, like, they'll fit just about. I might have to do a little bit of trimming or folding to make a actual mini album pages out of the cards. And there were 8 blank note cards and 8 and the matching envelopes. And then the nice part is they're blank on the inside, so I could use this as like a photo mat if I needed to. So there's that. And then I also found this really pretty orangey gold paper, which is fun, and it matches, like, it's really orange and that matches the orange that's in these cards. And then I also picked up these purple, they go well with the cards. I found these stickers, and that's where I started pulling my color palette from. And then I found these cards, and I was like, ooh, that's going to be my color palette. So these stickers have the purple, the yellow, the pink, and the orange in it. So I figured they would be great embellishments for it. And these have 49 stickers, and they have some really nice large ones. And then I really liked, like, this oval one, I think will fit maybe as a cover piece inside of my oval embellishment. At least these are my ideas. We'll see if it actually goes according to plan. And then the last 2 things I picked up was this gift tissue paper. I think I'm going to cover the outside of the box with it and do kind of like a decoupage style, just to give another color and style. And then I figure between the white paint and a few layers of tissue paper, I might be able to cover these very bright, don't go with anything colors. And then just to also work on building my pages of my mini album, I am going to add this poster board that I found. There are 5 sheets, and it's the black color, and they are 11 by 14. So that's what I found at the dollar store for this challenge. Oh, and this purple ribbon. That was it. Yeah, I have a total of 14 items because I needed, because we had $15 to spend, so I didn't want to go over. And the only thing I'm going to add as far as anything like else out of my craft room besides my like tools, like my scissors and cutters and stuff, is I couldn't find any double-sided tape. So I am going to add this. But all my wet glue and stuff will be the Mod Podge and the liquid glue. So we'll see how I do on this challenge. I went in to the store with no idea and saw this box, and that's where this entire idea came from. So we'll see how I do, and I will be back. Alright, we're gonna try getting this, seeing how this paint works from Crayola for this project. It comes sealed, so pop that off, which is nice. I will probably fast forward through this part because who wants to watch me paint a box white, but I figured I'd show you at least the texture of this paint, which honestly it's not as watery and it's covering a lot more than I anticipated, so that's exciting. Okay, so I am going to work on the base page for my Dollar Tree mini album. I'm going to use the envelopes from the card pack. So I'm going to start by closing up my envelope. And this is just the Dollar Tree glue that I got. So I'm just going to put some glue on the edges. And let that dry. I measured my box, and my box measures about 3 1/8 by 5 1/8, or yeah, give or take. So I'm going to make my pages a little bit smaller, only because I don't want to run into the issue of the covers not having enough room. So I'm gonna cut this down to 4 3/4 high. So on the long side, I'm just gonna take off that, and then just so I get as much real estate as possible, I'm gonna take a 1/4 inch off of the width, so I have plenty of room, and I'm just gonna score at 2 7/8 along the edge, and then square there, and branch that, which will give me my base page, and so that I have plenty of room. I'm just gonna make little hinges out of scraps. This is like the back of the card. Like I cut all the fronts off of it so I can use it as pattern paper, and I have a piece of white scrap. I'm just gonna cut it to 1 inch, and then at a 1/2 inch I'm gonna score it just to make a little hinge for my page. And then score that. And then this is the only place I'm going to use the score tape, is for the assembly of the actual pages. So I find it easier just to put my tape on and then trim my hinges, but you can do whatever you want. So then these are small, so I'm just going to line it up, leaving my adhesive backing on. I'm going to line it up and trim it out to where I need it, and then make 2. And then so I get rid of the bulk, right, and the pocket lays nicely, I'm just going to trim from the corner out and the corner out, and then I do that on both pieces. And then all you do to close up the little pocket is line it up right with the edge. You want the folded side towards the outside, so there, and then do the opposite one. Just line it up, and then pull off the backing paper, and then I just fold it back over and press. So now we have a pocket at the top. So we'll be able to make a tag for the top, a tag for the inside, or for this side, and then our binding will attach here, and I will show that when I get all my pages made. Alright, I am back to show you my progress on my box mini album. So I got my pages mostly set. And then I just went through and cut my pattern paper into size. I always just measure the piece that I'm cutting or that I'm working with and then cut it an eighth of an inch smaller. So for 3 of them, it's this pattern. So it's the gold orangey glitter on the inside of the pocket and the pink on the outside. So that's 3 of my pages. And then the other 3 are the opposite. It's the large pink pattern with the gold. And then the back of all of my pages, I wanted to get the largest size photo possible. So I just took some of this poster board. It's actually really thin. It actually doesn't feel thicker than, like, maybe it's slightly thicker than cardstock that I buy at Michael's. Maybe. It's not as thick as my 100-pound cardstock, and it's a little bit thicker than the 65 weight, so it's somewhere in the middle. So I figured I'll just do a large photo mat on the back. Just 1, because I don't have that much pattern paper, and 2, so that I can accommodate the largest photo. You can probably get just under like a 2 3/4 by like 4.5 inch photo on there, which is actually a pretty decent size photo for the size of the box. So next thing I'll be doing is working on the binding system, which I want I'm being picky and I want it to be white. So what I'm going to do is take my leftover cards and make my binding system. I have a couple leftover cards, and I'm going to cut the backs off and go and make my binding system on them. I'm just going to do a simple like stack the deck binding. I learned it years ago from Laura Dennison, who's following the paper trail. If I can find her link, I don't know if, I assume her video is still up on YouTube. I don't think she's taken it down. For the stack the deck, I'll link it in the description box. But I will go there it is. Ah, at least I didn't lose my bone folder. I just have to score 1/2 inch from each edge. So I'm just going to line that up on the 1/2 inch mark. Run my bone folder in there. Put this on the 1/2 inch line. And my bone folder in there. And then just do that for all. When you're doing a binding system, you're just going to do you want this to be the height of your page. So our pages are 4 3/4. So we're just going to chop off that part. And so I'm going to put the tape right here. So making sure your page is upright, you're just going to align the edge. You want to get it as close to the edge, but not interfering with your score line so that you can still bend your page. And then you're just going to repeat with all of your pages. So this will be the first page, second page. Well, actually, this won't be the second page because it's actually like the last page. But you get what I mean. So, and then just because I like to, I burnish everything, get nice flat edges and creases on whatever I can. So that's one set. So this is what the book will look like. So you'll have a pocket, and then a solid piece, a pocket, a solid piece, a pocket, a solid piece, a pocket, a solid pocket, solid pocket, solid. So next step is just putting on the papers. So I think I actually am going to adhere all of it together because they're Alright, so we are back, and I got the little mini album all covered with the papers. You can see I just went in, I did pink, gold, pink, gold, pink, gold, pink, gold with the black on all the backs. So now I'm thinking we are going to do the covers, or the cover, because it's small enough that we could probably do it all in one piece. So let's do some math. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is use the black, and so to figure out my size, pull over my notepad so I can take some measurements. So my book is 4 3/4 high, and I just want a little bit bigger because I still have to fit it in the box. So I'm just going to do like an 1/8 of an inch overhang on each side. So for my height, I'm just going to make it 5. And then this is the more complicated measurement because I need the whole length plus 1/4 of an inch. So I'm just going to lay this out flat and measure it to make it easier on myself because I can do that. So this is 7 1/4. So my raw measurement is 7 1/4. I know I want like an 1/8 inch overhang. So I'm going to add 1/4 of an inch, so it'll put me at 7 1/2. But just like, because it'll be kind of like we'll be putting it in the book, just like we did with our thing. I still have to account for these 2 gussets, because I want gussets on the sides too. So it has to be, so the spine itself is 1 1/2 inches, so I have to add 1/2 inch, which will be 2. Which I can just add 1/2 inch to this. So I'm going to cut my paper at 5 by 8. 5 inches by 8. 5 inches tall, 8 inches long. And I have this leftover piece of the black poster board from cutting my mats, and it is definitely big enough, so I'm just going to cut this down. I hope I explained that correctly. I do not claim to be a mathematician. Most of my math I know because of my scrapbooking. It's the only reason I use it most of the time. So, and I've been known to be wrong a few 100 times. Nice part is I got extra paper, so here we go. 8-foot desk, and barely have room to fit anything on it because I have so much junk sitting there. Okay. So, and then to figure out our score lines, because we have to score for that like center 2 inches. I'm just going to, I know my pages are 2 7/8, or 2 7/8. So I have to score in 2 7/8 plus the 1/8 inch that I want to hang over. So I'm going to score in from each side at 3, and that'll give me the 2 inches on the inside because that's math. Okay, so let's score this at 3. So I'm just gonna put this in at 3. I find it easier just to score my measurement by flipping my paper. I know some people just score at 3 and then do the math to do the other side. When the next score line will be, I'm just going to flip it. You can do it either way. So that will give me my cover piece. And then we can just put this piece back in my cutter before I lose it. And just going to burnish the score line. And burnish the score line. Normally I do chipboard covers, but obviously because I'm doing a challenge, I am not. See? And it's a little longer than I want it, so I am just going to cheat and trim it down on the length because I can. On this one, because I know I want it a 1/4 inch in, and it's harder to see on the black when I'm sitting here. I'm just going to draw a 1/4 inch straight line going down so I can mark it. I just drew a line a 1/4 inch in to line it up from that score, and then I only want an 1/8 inch at the top. So I'm just going to line my ruler up an 1/8 inch from the top and draw another line, just so I have like a little corner to line my book up with. And I'm just going to use my score tape again, getting it as close to that score line without going over it as possible. All that down so I get good. And making sure my pages are upright and that my openings are at the top, because I cannot tell you how many mini albums I've gotten all said and done, all lined up perfectly, and then realized I put them in upside down. So trying to keep my head out the way of the camera, I'm just going to line up this front corner with the corner I marked and push it down, let it fall out. That's not bad. There we go. And we're in. There we go. So, yeah, I don't have that much actual overhang on the outside like I thought I would. Part of the reason I don't have extra overhang on this side is because of my box. I want to make sure it fits, which it does. So, yeah, so that's our little cover, and we will go on from there. I made a altered box with a mini album inside. So this is the box. It was a very brightly colored box. I painted over it, and then I covered it with tissue paper and added a sticker from the stickers I got at the Dollar Tree, the flat back pearls, a ribbon bow, and then it opens up on the inside. I covered the inside with more tissue paper and then some of the black cardstock I found, and then inside is a little mini album. So I'll leave the box over here. I have to say, the only thing I'm kind of bummed about is it was a magnetic box, and all of my layers have either messed with the hinge or the magnet just wasn't that strong to begin with, but that's okay. So on the front cover, I have this rhinestone piece with another sticker on the inside. All of this color paper is the card fronts from the card pack I bought. This is from the sticker collection as well. This is, the white is just from the back side of the card. And then this is the gold glitter, like the orangey gold glitter paper I found. And then this is the ribbon, and it also has gold in it. So, untie this, and then it opens up. And all of my stickers I backed on just like little scraps of the back of the cards that I had in the packaging from some of the stuff that I bought, to give it so that it would be able to be tucked behind. So there is a little photo mat here, a pocket up front, up at the top. I have to say, the only thing I don't like about these pockets is that the envelopes are kind of cheap and they're starting to come apart, so it's kind of a little snug to get things in because the inside flaps are coming apart of the envelope. But I can go back and just put some, I can take a paintbrush and some wet glue and fix that, and then I can make the tags. And I have plenty of this Jot cardstock left and this glitter paper to make tags if I want to make tags. So then on this side of the paper, or on this side of the pocket page, I rotated between this pink floral pattern and this gold, and then there's black on the opposite side. And then the pink ones have a black mat and the gold ones have a white mat. So and then I took all the stickers, cut them apart off the sheet, and left them open so you could put a photo behind them. And this is open. And then this I just left open. You can put a smaller photo. You're probably going to get like wallet size or slightly larger than wallet size photos in here. But I did leave all of these open so you could slide your photo in. And then this is left this way. So it was a cute little fun album to make. And then the covers are made out of that Jot paper. The pages are made out of the envelopes from the card, and then I just did different decorating things. And so that's my cute little project that I came up with from the dollar store challenge. Make sure you guys check out the links down below for all of the other people participating in the challenge, as well as the giveaway link for a chance to win a gift certificate to either the Dollar Tree if you are in the United States, or a PayPal gift certificate if you are outside the United States. Well, thank you for stopping by, and I will see you guys soon.